my take on the Abderrahman Samba 400 meters hurdles, time of 47.58 seconds from today, Thursday, 5 September 2024. I'm filming this the same day. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. And this is the Abderrahman Samba of Qatar 400 meters hurdles race at the 2024 Wanda Diamond League meet in Zürich, Switzerland. He won a time of 47.58 seconds in the final on Thursday, 5 September 2024. With his time, he achieved a season best time in second place. I provide my take / perspective on his performance, contextualize it in terms of him being one of two competitors to finish in less than 48.00 seconds. For a snack as I go through the performance, I have Coro artisan meats brand uncured salami hot sopressata. So we've got half a package left, and this is of Seattle, and this is from the Seattle area. So I'm gonna weigh it out. Let's see. So it's a hot sopressata, I think is the flavor, and let's see how many ounces it is. 1.5. I'm gonna have 1.5 ounces of salami as I go through. Okay, so there was a relatively late scratch. Karsten Barholm, who I covered yesterday for his 100 meters dash performance, decided not to run this race. So he didn't run. And then Alessandro Santos, I did not finish. And those are two of the kind of staples at the top, so to speak. And we still had two fast guys. One was of Jamaica and one was of Qatar. So I'm covering the Qatar guy. And who's the Samba dude. This is kind of spicy. And it was a good performance. And I appreciate, sometimes it can be hard when people, this is hot, pull out of a race. So there's kind of two components. I would say this is a solid performance in the terms of it's a season best time, but there's kind of two mental components to it. There's the somebody pulled out, should I pull out as well? Right, should I compete? And they chose to compete, so I thought that was good. The second part is a now that I've decided to compete, how do I compete? Like, do I let this person withdrawing from the race affect my performance? In let's say a negative way. Sometimes people do really well when people withdraw. Like there's some people who kind of like, if they're really close to another person in time, they really kind of just take off and do a whole lot better. If like the teammate they're competing against, say, is off at a different competition or something like that, then they might go out there and do personal best times because the person's not there. That's something I myself I consider a mistake, and so I make sure I don't do that. I think this guy and the guy who got first, I think just kind of focused on themselves is kind of how it comes across. It wasn't a personal best time achieved in the absence of somebody. It was a season best time achieved, butterfly wings, in the absence of somebody, but not necessarily because of the absence of somebody, if that makes sense. So to say, in terms of like as a spectator watching, I go, that's a clean result. Not using the presence or absence of somebody to hinder or bolster their performance. It's about them, and that's communicated through a season best time, right? Not all of a sudden the world record holder and silver medalist in the Olympics Games, silver medalist in the event, isn't here. Let's take advantage of that. They're like, no, we're still going to focus on ourselves and doing our best that we can, which was a season best time. So, commendable. I think a good performance. And perhaps, so a speedy performance, but I would also say perhaps most commendable as a wise performance. So I guess maybe I'm highlighting. This is a good physical performance. However, the mental cognitive processes behind this particular result might actually be more important than the physical, if that makes any sense. And the pairing of those two, which or correlation of those two, is the mental and physical. So, results of interest. And that's my take on the Abderrahman Samba 400 meters hurdles, time of 47.58 seconds from today, 5 September 2024, only over in Switzerland.